Macmillan Audio presents The Art of Possibility, Transforming Professional and Personal Life by Rosamund Stone Zander and Benjamin Zander. Read for you by the authors.
I dwell in possibility, a fairer house than prose, more numerous of windows, superior for doors, of chambers as the cedars, impregnable of eye, and for an everlasting roof, the gambols of the sky, of visitors, the fairest, for occupation, this, the spreading wide my narrow hands, to gather paradise. Emily Dickinson.
An invitation to possibility. "Waiter," I said in an exuberant mood, "I have a perfect life, but I don't have a knife." I was having breakfast with a friend on one of my periodic visits to London to conduct the Philharmonic Orchestra. I heard giggles behind me, and turning around, caught the eye of a girl of about 12, with a typically English pudding bowl haircut. We exchanged smiles, and then I went back to my conversation and to my breakfast. The next day I passed the young lady again in the breakfast room, and stopped to speak with her. "Good morning, how are you today?" She drew herself up ever so slightly, and with a tilt to her chin and a sparkle in her eye, she answered, "Perfect." Later, when she was leaving with her parents, I called out mischievously, "Have a perfect day." "I will," she responded, as though it were the easiest, most obvious choice in the world. And with that, she sailed out into a universe of possibility.
Launching the Journey. This is a how-to book of an unusual kind. Unlike the genre of how-to books that offer strategies to surmount the hurdles of a competitive world and move out ahead, the objective of this book is to provide the reader the means to lift off from that world of struggle and sail into a vast universe of possibility. Our premise is that many of the circumstances that seem to block us in our daily lives may only appear to do so based on a framework of assumptions we carry with us. Draw a different frame around the same set of circumstances, and new pathways come into view. Find the right framework, and extraordinary accomplishment becomes an everyday experience. Each chapter of this book presents a different facet of this approach, and describes a new practice for bringing possibility to life. The partnership. We, the authors, Ben and I, have developed this outlook from two different though mutually enhancing perspectives. Ben is the conductor of the Boston Philharmonic Orchestra, a teacher and a communicator of rare ability who engages passionately with orchestra's audiences and the public at large. He has unbounded energy to entice people to accomplish the extraordinary and to see each venture through. He finds the tempo in music, in speaking, and in action that throws us into motion. If there is a tempo of transformation, Ben moves on its pulse. To help us all along, he plays persuasively on our minds and heartstrings through storytelling, humor, and music. His is the exuberant public voice of this partnership. I function in an intimate arena. I have a private practice in family therapy, run accomplishment groups, and work with people in many settings to transform issues and conflicts. I pay close attention to the stories people tell about who they are and how their world works, and I give them tools to rename themselves and their circumstances in a way that generally leads to an outcome that is more than they had hoped for or even imagined. I listen for the desire in people.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?